Just want to open by saying, of course, I wore this jersey, and of course, I brought it because it's fashionable. I'm in Las Vegas. I got to wear the fashionable jerseys, and I couldn't think of anything better than this Islanders, even though it is a Fanatics, so it's weird. Anyways, there's some news that's going on, kind of, sort of, so I'm going to cobble together a little news of the day kind of video, post that, and then I'm probably done for the day, unless if a restricted free agent wants to sign, now's a really good time. I'm just saying, my schedule is wide open. Sign now. And yeah, my sinuses and just my general breathing is like, oh, we're back in Vegas. So it's day 2, so that's always fun. Getting used to the dry desert air is... somebody even posted and said, "Oh, it's been humid lately. Hope you're okay with that." I'm thinking, I love humid air. I'm used to that, so it's not humid. Not by the standards I'm used to. The Islanders arena has been greenlit, so the New York Islanders will have their new arena up, and they're saying that it'll be ready to go for the 2021-2022 season. So they'll get their arena prior to Calgary getting theirs. Calgary's is more delayed, but the fact that both cities are getting their arenas, it means that 2 teams that we could look at and say, well, maybe they'll move. No, and Calgary we knew weren't going to. The Islanders have been going through this for decades. I would really like to see an arena that's full and a consistently exciting product on and off the ice from the New York Islanders. Decades of mismanagement going back to when these were their jerseys and prior, finally being, eradicated, and this team being run properly and just being able to fill the arena every night. Because going back to Nassau, they weren't filling Nassau either for a long time. So hopefully this is it for the New York Islanders and talks of franchise stability. Chris Kreider is in an uncomfortable position right now with the New York Rangers. The Rangers, I think, ideally would love to keep him, but due to cap problems, they may be looking at moving him. And this is being reported right now on numerous sites, both TSN and NHL. I don't know. I honestly think if they move Kreider and if they get back prospects or they do it as a cost-cutting measure, it's a lot of money they've paid to Panarin and Trouba, and I do wonder if they've paid all this money and they've just sacrificed any and all depth that the team had. If they trade away Kreider and they don't get something back that can be a part of that team, if they don't get players back who can play right now, it's a total loss for the Rangers. It's going to be very interesting because the Rangers are saying they're anticipating him being in their opening night roster, but they're not really committing to it, and they're saying, yeah, his contract's up in 2020, and yeah, we're going to look at it, and, well, maybe they're hedging. So Kreider may very well end up getting moved, and the New York Rangers may be down another goal scorer going into this coming season. So for a Rangers team that I'm already saying is going to be in tough to make the playoffs in the Metro, that would make it that much tougher. It is the anniversary of Wayne Gretzky. As of yesterday, it was the anniversary of that trade. If you start seeing a bunch of articles and you go, why is everybody talking about Gretzky? That's what it is. It's every year, August 8th comes, they go, hey, it's time to talk about the Gretzky trade again. And, last year being the 30th anniversary, that was fine, but I thought it was kind of obnoxious it kept showing up today, so I thought, I'll throw it in the News of the Day video and talk about how it's time to move on. There are other big trades that have happened in NHL history. I don't think they have big anniversary talks about the Lindros trade, and yet you could argue the Lindros trade to the Flyers was just as earth-shattering in that it helps the Colorado Avalanche win a Stanley Cup in '96. But anyways, the other topic today is something we're going to hear a lot about over the next year and a half, almost 2 years. Ovechkin. Ovechkin's contract is up in 2021, and in an interview he did say that when his contract's up, he'll take a look at it then, and if his body's all beat up, yeah, he'll probably call it quits. He has also said he's warming to the idea of chasing Wayne Gretzky's goals record down. He likely scores his 700th. I believe he's 42 goals away from 700 on his career. So he probably scores that 700th this year. If he gets into, I would say, the 750 range by the time 2021 rolls around and his contract ends, that puts him 144 away from the record. Yes, it is a very daunting record. That's why it's there. That's why it was seen as untouchable. But Ovechkin's very competitive, and I would be very surprised if he didn't sign, I would say, year upon year. So 1-year contracts to continually get closer to that record. And just 1-year contracts so every summer he can go, yeah, I'll come back, or yeah, I'm done. But he said as long as he remains healthy, he intends to go for it. So there you go. Just kind of a news of the day kind of thing, just kind of a sprinkling. And the fact that there's all this smoke around whether or not Kreider might be getting moved. If you're a Rangers fan, how do you feel about all this? Again, this is about, you would think, bringing in Panarin and Trouba on the money that they're making. It's about trying to make the playoffs this year and get better now. How do you feel about their odds of doing that this season? And if they get rid of Kreider, how much more daunting does that become? Or is there somebody else in the organization that you look at and say, he'll pick up the slack and we'll be fine? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through, you just happened upon this video. And with this video done, I can enjoy the strip again. We go in the other direction today. We walked, and for people who live in Las Vegas and want to know how much we walked, yesterday we walked we're at the Aria, we walked all the way to Shark Reef, which is actually kind of beyond Mandalay Bay, and then we walked all the way back. So according to the stepper, we walked like 3 or 4 miles yesterday, and now we intend to walk in the other direction today. We haven't gone to Caesars before. We've barely touched on Bellagio. We want to go in there. So a lot of looking around that we're going to be doing today. And you never know, I might just get my phone out and do a little bit of a video on the entertainment guy of what I see and what goes on. Part of the reason I don't record much out in Vegas, there's a lot of copyrighted music being played, and I don't feel like posting video and then having YouTube say, hey, this is a great video you uploaded. All the money that this video makes, it's going to go to that artist that made $11 billion last year. So that's why I don't do that very often. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you again very soon.